Hello and welcome to another update video on Solana. I'm currently here on the daily time frame, and you can see that Solana is still moving in this ascending wedge pattern that we've been tracking now for quite some time. That means we have no breakout to the downside, but unfortunately also no breakout to the upside yet. It's still holding. A lot of people are messaging me, are concerned about this wedge pattern because these often break to the downside, and yeah, it's true, these often break to the downside, but again, not in 100% of cases. And also, we still have an uptrend, right? We haven't broken any support level. We are rather at the upper boundary line, not at the lower boundary line. I mean, again, people ask me, is this not a leading diagonal or something? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably not. Probably not, because it would mean that we are starting to get a correction. Possible, but you see, in a diagonal pattern, the subwaves are corrective, 3-wave movements. My view is this initial move up is more like a 5-wave move. But again, that might get too technical now. My take is, as long as we don't even break below upper micro support, which I will show you on the smaller time frame, there is absolutely no evidence that a top has formed. Yeah? We're currently in a local uptrend, and I'm rather watching for signs of an upside breakout because the momentum is up. Now we'll share with you what the levels are on the smaller time frame, which now need to hold to keep the local upside momentum intact. Please note that if we break below the lower boundary line of this channel, probabilities increase that we will test the first support zone here on the daily chart. It's between $140 and $161, currently not expected, but a reasonable alternative scenario. In the preferred interpretation, we should see the market go higher to complete a third wave, then have a fourth wave and a fifth wave to potentially $360 to $380. Now, let us take a look at the shorter time frame for Solana. That's the 30-minute chart, yeah? Really the short-term chart here for Solana. And you can see that, well, I go to the 1-hour chart. In previous updates, we talked about, basically two scenarios here. I mean, the thesis remains, and that's unchanged. The thesis remains that the wave 2 bottomed in August, 2nd of August. I think we've been talking about that now for 4 weeks or more. And the idea is that from this low, the market has started to move up in ABC structures. Now, this would be wave 3 as an ABC structure for various reasons. I don't want to get too much into this. This might get too technical. But the idea is that the third wave is an ABC structure. We completed the A wave. That's the main thesis. Maybe we completed the B wave. It does look a little bit like that. In that case, we're now in the C wave up, direct pathway. Or that B wave is still unfolding as an A, B, C structure. And we go up afterwards, which means we have 2 support areas. The upper micro support needs to hold to keep the direct move up intact. Yeah? That's upper micro support. If we break below it, then lower support comes into focus between $166 to $181. But both of these scenarios are based on the idea that a wave 2 bottomed in August. Yeah. But again, we're not even breaking below upper micro support. I added a trend line here that can act as support, which is coming in at around $204. And the idea is that we are currently at breakout points here, $218, $220, or rather $221. That's the trend line of that wedge pattern. So we need to get above this zone here, really. That's the key zone. A decisive break. For now, we're still in this range. Micro support, the first micro support area I can offer here for a possible internal B-wave pullback is between $203 and $210. So this is the zone to watch, the support zone. As long as 203 holds, I think an upside breakout is a reasonable assumption. At least we can watch for it. Below that level, it will become less likely. But I will, of course, stay close to it. This is the smaller time frame here, so things change quickly. Yeah, that's the update on Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, I invite you to join us on X for additional chart updates, news, and much more. You can find the link in the description. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.